May. Hope everybody had a good Memorial Day weekend. Got Tang here with me at the moment. Tang. So let's get a poll question up here. And you, Tang, you're not being very helpful, are you? Okay. So now we got a poll question. Best movie ever. Type in chat. Starting out here with Tang this particular live stream. I'm not going to be outside at all today because it rained about a few hours ago. Pretty heavy rain. Screen porch got a little wet, so today will be an inside one. And because it is a Monday and it is a holiday, we'll see how many people show up because, could be one of those things. I never know with these live stream who shows up and who doesn't. Hello there, Bruce. Saving Private Ryan. I have seen that, Bruce. It has been a very long time since I saw that movie. If I remember correctly, that's like 3+ hours. It's been a while since I've seen that. Tang here is not cooperating with me very well. Tang, get your claws off of my leg. Tang is the only one in this room at the moment. He's by himself. Which I think sometimes he likes, actually, to be a little by himself. I'll probably hang with Tang for a little bit, and then I'll go to the other room where the bulk of the cats are, besides Rosemary, of course. Where we'll get a little up close and personal with Mr. Tang's face. I know, Tang, we gotta get those eye burgers off of you. But hopefully everybody had a good weekend, and hopefully had a good day. Your day was good, Bruce. Good to hear. Good to hear. Do anything in particular? Wasn't sure if I was going to have a live stream today because, again, a few hours ago we had some pretty torrential rain. Internet went out. The power didn't go out. It flickered. I guess we'll see how long it is until eventually I take a day off from these lives or something happens where it doesn't take place. I think I've been doing these now for about a month or so. And no thing is it Pandora's little toy. do have some good news about Pandora. I'll talk about that a little bit more in a moment, but she continues to gain some weight. If you do like this stream, if you don't mind, if you could give it a thumbs up, it would be appreciated. But you don't have to, it's only if you want to. Boop. 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 I think eventually I might do a live stream where I don't really talk much, just to kind of see how it goes. I just kind of roll with the cats, let them be let them be the show, let them be the star. Well, they're the star anyways of the show, but with their goofy nature. Oh, also Pandora does have a vet appointment coming up on the 30th, so in a couple days, to check her thyroid level. Hopefully we are in a good spot, and just to kind of give just a normal kind of exam. If anybody else wants to participate with the poll question, best movie ever, just go ahead and type it in the chat. Kind of hard for me to say. I have a lot of movies that I do enjoy. Some animated, some action, some comedy. So I don't know if I could really pick just one, in all honesty. Well, yes, my wife is saying Driving Miss Daisy. I don't consider that the best movie ever. I did go a period of my life where I was pretty obsessed with that movie. I think that was like the last really. I think that was the last like PG rated movie to win the Best Picture award. Hello there, Betty. I got to say the best movie ever was Duel. I don't know if I'm familiar with that, Betty. What? The only movie that I know was called Duel. It was an older movie where this guy was being chased in his car by like this maniac truck driver. Is that the same movie, or is there another movie? I'm sure that's probably much better than that Duel, but maybe not. I mean, that was an okay movie, but if that's what it is, or is it another movie that's called Duel? Hello there, Icon James. Hope you're doing well. The Godfather Part 2. I know of that, of course. I've seen very, very small amounts of any of the Godfather movies. I think there were three altogether. Is that right? So I don't know. I haven't really seen much of it. Maybe it's one of those kind of movies, Icon, where, the first one's a classic, but rarely a sequel does better than the first one, but perhaps, maybe in that case it did. Orange, you just got lickings. Orangey. I guess right now this is the Tang Licking Show. Come one, come all. Hello there, Tranquil. Hope you're doing well. How's Miracle doing? If you want to participate in the poll question, you can just type in what you consider to be the best movie ever. Anybody who's new or just kind of hanging out here, don't be shy. I wanted to also mention, just on a personal note, I am possibly looking into starting a new career, either going into becoming an x-ray technician, or possibly a radiation therapist. Both of them are kind of intriguing and interesting to me. Tranquil, the heart is a lonely hunter. Y'all are mentioning movies I've never heard of, or I don't know what they are. I don't know if Betty's still in here or not, but I don't have no idea what that dual movie was. She hadn't gotten back to me. The heart is a lonely hunter. Is that an older movie, Tranquil? What is it about? I don't know what that movie is. Never heard of it. Nope. Now we're getting into some good action here with Tang. Gotta lick them legs. Now he's gotta look cute for the camera. He's like, hello, humans. Watch me stick my leg up in the air. Another one was The Day After. Is that another like war movie, Bruce? That I have not heard of. I have not heard of that movie. Tranquil. It was written by Carson McCullers. I'll have to look it up when this live is over. Tranquil, because again, I don't know what. I've never heard of that movie before. Dang. Tang is perhaps wanting to go to sleep at the moment. Tang. Dang. Tang falls asleep pretty easily. He also kind of twitches. Isn't he looking comfortable? Cats can fall asleep very easily. Yes, it's a movie that was on NBC 30 years ago and it's very graphic. Okay. Again, maybe I might look that one up also. Look up The Day After and look up The Heart as a Lonely Hunter. Tang here is a lonely orange kitty cat. Now, if you look closely enough, like where his arms are, you can kind of see he does like a little bit of shaking. Trimmering, kind of, not shaking or trimming, but just kind of, he kind of moves in a weird way. With his paws. He's done that his whole life. And we thought there might have been like some kind of, I don't know, issue with him. But we've taken him, when we took him to the vet, obviously, way back when, and talked to the vet about it, they said, no, that's normal. There's nothing to worry about that. Tranquil is a very sad movie. So with Tang, like I was saying, when he was doing that, we were concerned because, we didn't know if he had maybe like a heart issue going on with that kind of trimmering that he does. And we were coming off the heels of, unfortunately, losing another orange tabby, Norman, who had heart issues. So I was like, let's check this out just to be sure. I'll probably hang with Tang for a little bit longer, and then I'll go into our room where 7 of the 9 cats are, and just kind of hang out with them for a little bit. Again, if you are new, if you're hearing my voice for the first time, my name is Adam, aka Catatainment. This is just kind of mostly, for the most part, a chilled live stream. Just showing off these kitties, just hanging out with them. I always like to say, though, that if you do have a cat question, please feel free to put it in the chat. And the reason I ask that is I do have a lot of kitty experience, and I would love to help you out if you have a concern or a question about your kitty or kitties, behavior or something that you see them doing and you're not sure why. Each live is obviously a little different because these are, cats, and they do their own thing. Sometimes they sleep, sometimes they run around, sometimes they chase each other. It just varies. But for the most part, they're a very mellow group of 9. And please hit the like button. Thank you, Bruce. Yeah, I think with the like button, Bruce, I think if as you do a live, if it like gets up to certain like increments, like 5, 10, so forth, it shows the it's recommended potentially to more people. Now, the only issue with that is potentially being recommended to more issue. You might have some people that come in that are just kind of silly or want to stir something up, and then we got to get rid of them. But that's happened very rarely for me. I don't tend to draw well, how can I put this any other way? The dumb very often. Can you get some water, honey? Tang definitely loves these water fountains. If you do have kitties, I would highly recommend these type of water fountains if you can afford it, if you can get them. They're not that much, at like $30 or so, but the ceramic is a lot better. It doesn't grow bacteria, and it doesn't basically grow bacteria and cause an issue with the cat's water. So, but this is Tang. For those who might be new to this live stream or new to this channel, he is one of 9. He is a 3-year-old boy. He's an orange tabby. Some tabbies are also called, or orange tabbies are called cream tabbies. They have various names to them: ginger, rust, different types of names that they might have. He's currently getting some water. I'm going to hang with Tang for about another maybe minute or so, and then we're going to go into the main bedroom where we have the bulk of the kitties, 7. Okay. All right, Tang. We might be back, we might not, so say goodbye to Ting for now. Hello there, James. Hope you're doing well. See, you got a doggy photo, which is fine. That's cool. This is a cat live stream. Dogs are, they're fine, but I'm definitely more of a kitty person. You might have been here before, James. I'm not sure. The name sounds familiar, so if you're in this chat still, let me know if you've been on here before. I think you have, but I'm honestly I can't remember. So this is where the bulk of the kitties are going to be. This is Tiny. Tiny is the sister of Tang, the orange tabby that we were just in with. You got a pet, James? What kind of pet? What do you got? Tiny is going to show us how to groom ourselves properly. She says, well, humans, you got to get your tongue and you got to lick. just like I'm showing you. Ooh, ball python. Okay, so a snake. How old is the snake? Where did you get the snake from? And I'm assuming the snake has a name. We had a snake in our backyard. It wasn't a python. It was like a rat snake out here in North Carolina. About a 5 foot long rat snake or so, slithering around. And Tiny saw it and she was scared. She thought the snake was gonna come and take her away. But I'm like, nah, Tiny, that snake's not gonna bother you. It just kind of slithered around, did some sniffing in the air with its tongue, and moved on. The snake is a baby. That's all I know for now. Okay. How, being just a baby python though, how long is the snake? Like a few, a foot, a couple of feet? Or is it just like inches? I don't know. That's why I'm asking. I don't know. Like, baby python, baby snakes, like how long they are when they're uh, born. Is it when they're hatched? The snakes. Might be a stupid question, but sometimes, hey, I got some stupid thoughts sometimes. So, but are snakes aren't hatched, are they? Or do they just drop out? like, you know, like a lot of animals just drop out of the womb, or are they hatched? A couple of a couple of feet. Okay. Some are okay. So some are hatched and some just drop out of the womb, like I don't know, like a human birth, a cat birth, a dog birth, a bird birth. No, not a bird birth. What am I saying? Birds are hatched. But that's Tiny. She's grooming away. Elong. Both. So some breeds of snakes lay eggs and some give birth. Okay. I guess it just depends on the breed. That's interesting. Honestly I did not know that. I felt stupid saying are snakes hatched. I just thought they were. I don't know. I don't know what I thought, obviously, but I appreciate you letting me know that, Elon. Hope you're doing well also on this fine Monday. All right, I'm gonna kind of start to show some of the other ones, but that's Tiny. This is a rare sight that you're gonna see on these live streams. This is Yoda. Yoda is typically very active and very crazy, but as you can see, he's a tired little boy today. He must have tired himself out earlier. Yes, as my wife is saying there, one would think he had a hard day. Every day is a hard day for being Yoda. He's got to live up to a certain Yoda standard. He's got to hide his half of his face in shame. He's been a bad boy today. Yoda, for those of you who don't know, he's a tuxedo. He's about 7. He came from a group of 6, a litter of 6, I should say. And when he's not causing trouble, he's sleeping. For those who like toe bean shots, there's a good toe bean shot right there. I guess a message is being held for review. Oh, Mike. Why is it always Mikes that are jerks usually? Such silliness, Mike. Yeah. Sometimes dumb people are on these live streams. Yeah, Mike. So I'm gonna put you in timeout, Mike. Yep. Sorry, Mike. It's always Mike. Pit bulls. What is this that I have just clicked on? Well, pit bulls, if you happen to still be on here, this is a cat. We have 9 cats. This particular cat is a tuxedo. If you need more information, then just let me know. But this is a cat, though. And this is a cat live stream. Hopefully that helps. But welcome. Over here is the baby. Pit bulls, you have a pit bull? Do you just have one pit bull? And what is the pit bull's name? Tranquil, the world is full of dumb people, unfortunately, yes. And Tranquil, that's why for the most part, I'm kind of glad that these lives don't garner like a ton of attention, because I'm kind of good with my like 5 to 10 to 15 folks that enjoy these lives, these kind of chilled, relaxed lives, and don't have just stupid things in them. So I'm kind of thankful for that, to be honest. Yeah, this is the baby pit bull, Calico. As I said, she's one of 9. Your pit bull is named Blue. That's a unique name. Is there any particular like origin to that name? Over here, the kitty, white kitty, kind of has like a tabby tail. She's either a Turkish van, which is a type of kitty breed that comes from Turkey, or the country Turkey, or she is a seal point Siamese, I think they're called. Not really sure. But she's a special kitty. No particular origin story for Blue. Okay. I'm just wondering. Sometimes there's some pretty neat stories when it comes to names, and sometimes it's just a name. So, just curious. But Pandora is special because Pandora is a radioactive kitty still. She's recently had a radiation therapy to take out the tumor that's on her thyroid. And we only have now, what is today, Monday? So we only have about 4 more days where we have to scoop up her litter and store it. And then we're finally done with that part. And then we just have to hold on to that litter for a while due to protocol for being radioactive. Yoda. I know, he's a good boy. You got Grumpy over here. Let me swing over and show some other kitties. And get over to Zelda. Hello there, Adventure Life Nova. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for popping in. Zelda's one of her older kitties. She's actually, in fact, the oldest kitty that we have. The baby is jealous. Baby just woke up. Bruce, you're shocked to see Yoda asleep. Yes, so are we. So are we there, Bruce. I don't think Yoda's been asleep on any of these lives. I've been doing these lives for about a month or so. Pitbull, you subscribed? Okay. Well, I hope that you enjoyed the channel. There's obviously a ton of cat tent on it. So I appreciate that. I hope you find something that you like on the channel and it can give you a good laugh. Or you might learn something about our feline friends. Hello there, Ruby. Hope you're doing well. Now, Ruby, I think I asked you, you had, I think, a question towards the end of the last live stream that I said I would get to. What was it? It's something to do with like cat introductions, I think, bringing on a new cat. If you had one and you wanted to bring another one in, just some maybe advice on that. Is that correct? I think that was what we were talking about, but I just verify if you can, if you remember. Right. Oh, also the news on Pandora that I wanted to talk about real quickly is we weighed her again today. My wife did, and she's about six. No, I'm saying she's about 7.5 ish pounds. So she continues to gain some weight, which is good. Now, hopefully, we just will maintain that weight. Yeah, our kitties are kind of sleepy right now. I mean, our cats are normally kind of sleepy anyways. They're an older bunch. But I think with the storm that passed through, they definitely are just wanting to sleep. Hi, honey. Guess I'm needing a bath. Something y'all may not know, just out of curiosity, or not out of curiosity, what am I saying? Something you may not know as far as cat tongues go. Cat tongues actually have anti-bacterial and antiseptic properties within them. Something I think is kind of neat. Now, would I recommend a cat like licking your wounds? No, that would probably not be a smart idea. But I know a lot of people, they say that cats and mouse are dirty, but actually cats and mouse are cleaner than dogs and humans. Yeah, Bruce, I know you were talking yesterday. I think you said that some storms were leaving Indiana during that live yesterday. And I was just joking. Well, they're probably going to make their way down to the North Carolina area, and yeah, I think that was probably it. That those band of storms that we got. We got some storms last night, and then we got some storms around 2 o'clock today too. Pitbull, I would rather a dog lick my wounds. Yeah, I mean it's not really good for a dog or cat to lick your wounds. That's kind of what I was saying. Technically, a cat's mouth is cleaner than a dog's, but really, I mean, probably it's not good for either of them to be licking your wounds. Just, take some antibiotics and put a band-aid on it. Ruby, naming the kitties. Yep. Yeah, so Ruby, I think it was you, like I was saying earlier. I think you were asking about possibly like cat introductions or just some advice about that. So let me say this. Goodbye, pit bulls. Take care. Let me say this. You usually only get one opportunity for a good introduction between felines. Not always. And if you're asking for a different type of cat advice, Ruby, just let me know in the chat, and I can address that too. That's no problem. But let me, for like I was saying, so you typically only get a first good introduction. You get one shot at it. Think of it like humans, right? We usually only get one chance to make a good impression to somebody else, right? So, saying that, it's usually best if a person. Okay, so let me see what you're saying here. So what happens if we got one more cat while we had a 3-year-old Bengal cat? So again, this is kind of what I'm talking about. So it depends on the age of the cat. Will they fight? It's a potential. It is a potential, but this is why, like, proper introductions. I would suggest, if you do wind up getting another cat, not if possible. I mean, I don't know, Ruby, I'm assuming you're probably like living with your parents, right? I think, because I think you said you go to school, so I'm assuming you live with your parents. I would tell them
if they happen to get another kitty cat, not to just bring the cat home and let it out and just see what happens. There obviously is a potential that they will get along eventually, but you're setting both of those cats up kind of to fail without a proper introduction. Yeah, I live with my brother, sister, mom, dad, cat. Okay, gotcha. You live with your family. I gotcha. Okay, so the reason I said that, not to just let the other cat out and just see what happens, is one, cats are very territorial, which means when there's only one cat in the home, the cat basically, thinks that the house is theirs and theirs alone, and they own everything basically. Okay. You bring another cat in, depending on how old the other cat is. If it's a kitten, it's a less of an issue because a kitten's not going to know any better. A kitten doesn't know about territorial, markings and scenting and stuff like that. If you bring in an adult cat, then there's a high chance they will know about that, and then they will fight, they will hiss, they will growl, they will not get along unless you have a proper introduction. Now, do you happen to know your 3-year-old Bengal? Is it a boy or a girl? You should know that, I'm assuming, right? Is the cat a boy or a girl? Is it a male or a female kitty? And are they neutered or spayed? Are they fixed? And I'll wait for what you're saying on that before I continue. Those new popping into the chat, this is Pandora. She is one of 9 kitties that we have all together. If you love kitties, you're in the right place. If you want to see more of them, just let me know in chats. Ruby, it's a girl. Okay, so that's a plus. Do you happen to know, is the cat fixed? What was your second question after? So the second question, yeah, was, is she fixed? Did she get spayed? In other words, spaying is where the kitty can't have babies. It can't go into heat, nothing like that. Pit bulls. One time I got 2 cats. One was the adult and the other was a baby. And my dad said that we had to keep him in the cage. We only had 1 cage. I woke up in the morning and the baby cat disappeared. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's kind of what I'm meaning, pit bulls, is you got to be careful. Ruby, she is spayed, so she can't have babies. Okay. So it's better that she's a girl. That's better. Now, again, depending on if y'all wind up talking about getting a kitten or getting an adult cat. Your birthday is in 2 days, Ruby. Well, happy birthday. A happy pre-birthday. Hello there, Machiko. Hello there, Anu. Hope you're doing well, Anu. Hope all the kitties, doggies, parrots, eagles, whatever else, hope they're all doing well. I don't have to read it, Pitbull, but I like to read it. So that's just what I do. So sorry, but that's who I am. It makes me understand what a person is saying sometimes better by reading it out loud. I'm slow and old, so you got to bear with me. Ruby, back to introductions. Back to cat introductions. It's usually best to have, with the new cat that you would be bringing home, to go into a separate bathroom, usually, or a separate room, just some space that they can go into where they're going to feel more secure and where they're going to feel like more at ease. The reason that is again, like I said, cats are territorial, and they sense, they put their, have you noticed, Ruby, that cats often rub on a lot of stuff with their cheeks? They'll rub on you with their cheeks, or they'll rub on a scratching post with their cheeks. They'll just do a lot of stuff. They'll rub on things with their cheeks. And what they're doing when they do that, they were releasing a pheromone. So a pheromone is like a hormone, kind of, and it's their scent. And what they're doing with that, they're marking their territory with that. Hopefully that makes sense, Ruby. But anyways, like I was saying, if you're going to bring in a kitty, make sure that hopefully they have a separate space, a bathroom, a room that they can call their own. You have to go? Okay, no worries. So much amazing day. Bye, Ruby. Take care. So, anyways, as everybody else knows, or maybe somebody else is just listening about cat introductions, like I was saying, it's always best to have a cat, a separate space for them, somewhere where they can just kind of chill. And also, another good idea, too, is to put like a shirt of yours, a piece of clothing, a towel, something in there with that new cat. So they can start marking, and I don't mean peeing by that. I mean they can start marking it, they can start rubbing on it, they can start getting their scent on that towel. Excuse me. Then, once they've scented that towel out pretty good, what you can do is you can take that towel to the cat. I don't want to say like the original cat, but the cat that's already established there. They then can sniff it. They might hiss at it at first. They might growl at it, but at least they can get that smell. They can kind of get used to that smell. Another thing you could also do, or you could try, a person could try, is just to rub, like literally just rub your hand, like pet the new cat, and then pet the old established cat also. And what this does, it gets the two kitties used to the smell. After you do that for a few days, maybe up to a week or so, then you could possibly have like a face-to-face introduction. But that doesn't mean you just let the cat out of the room and you see what happens. That's a big mistake. Big mistake, usually. Not always, but usually. Hi, Zelda. She's like, hello, humans. So, it's best then to have the cat in a carrier, a secured carrier. Typically, you want to have your cat, the cat that's already established, in that carrier. Then you can let the other one out and let them kind of explore a little bit. Let them explore, let them sniff, let them kind of get used to the smell and all that stuff. Bye, James. No worries about having to leave. Take care. Have a good night. We'll see you next time, perhaps. There's more to it, but with Ruby not here, I kind of like to keep on going when she comes back. Maybe she'll be back tomorrow. I don't know. Whenever she's here again. But I'm going to stop talking about cat introductions for now because that could take like a long time, and I'm not on these for that long. But Anu, how is everybody else, Anu? How is Grace doing? How is I'm trying to think, Anu. What is that other kitty's name? Masha? How are they doing? Zelda. I think I saw you, Anu said everybody's well. I just wanted to like make sure that Grace is, is he not having diarrhea anymore? All right, I'm gonna go over. It's funny. Even though I'm inside, my phone is saying it's getting warm. Great. It's crazy. But I'm gonna kind of swing back over here. I got about 15 minutes here, unless the phone shuts down. Then I don't. I'm gonna just say hello again to Yoda. Grace takes his medicine for constipation. My wife is saying it's trying to tell me it's time to be replaced. Yes, I know. I am looking forward to getting a new cell phone, mostly because I can get an updated camera, and I think then the quality of these lives and videos and stuff like that will be better and sharper. I still got to go downstairs and show off Rosemary for a little bit. I don't think y'all are going to see Kit today or Max. No, wait a minute. Max is in the closet, so let's go hang out with Max for a bit.
It's a little dark. It's gonna get a little bright. Oh, Max. Anu, your phone is so full of space, or so full that you cannot send images. That's okay, Anu. No worries on that. As you can see, everybody's kind of sleepy today. Nobody's really with it. But you'll send some photos after clearing up some space. Okay, Anu. Like I said, no rush on that. What time is it out there anyways, Anu, out in India? I can never think of how the time change with America and India. Is it like maybe 6 o'clock in the morning out there or so? Time for Max to kind of groom himself a bit. Oh, I know, Max, you got some fleas. 5:15. Wow. Anu, when do you do you normally get up that early, or when do you normally get up? Because I tell you, 5:15 in the morning, I'd be sleeping still. I like my sleep. I guess today's live stream is mostly about sleepy cats and grooming cats. Might have to rename it after this is over. Sleeping and grooming time. Those new to the chat, new to the channel, I like to say this every so often, because I like to just acknowledge people that might be new. Just saying hello. Name is Adam, and we got 9 kitties here, just kind of showing them off. It's a very just kind of chilled and relaxed live streams that usually I do. Michiko, early 2:30 in the morning to feed the street dogs, right? How many street dogs are there? They come to take their food. Ah, okay. Hopefully this phone will make it. There is a potential for sometimes more. Okay. Is there Anu, is there like it sounds like there's a bit of like a population issue as far as like dogs go if there's a lot of street dogs out there. I mean, thank goodness you're able to feed them. I know you're a very kind person in doing that and helping them, not starve, which is great. But just curious, like, does India have like a big like stray dog and probably maybe stray cat population? Like I know Indonesia does, for example. Yeah, they do. Okay. Well, again, I mean, God bless you helping out those kitties and those doggies, and that might be the only good meal they get all day. So I'm sure they appreciate it, and it's always a good thing. That's I just wish more human beings were more kind and caring when it comes to felines and canines, dogs and cats, and everything. Just we're so sometimes as a species indifferent to everything. It seems like, and that's a sad thing. I kind of think Turkey has a lot of cats. Yeah, Bruce. I know Anne. I think you met Anne maybe over the weekend. Anne Hines. She's out in Turkey. You may already know this, anyways, Bruce. But I know she said that there's a very large stray population of cats also. So I don't know. It just breaks my heart sometimes. Just the indifference and the apathy that humans have
towards animals. I mean, shoot, sometimes it breaks my heart the apathy and indifference that humans have towards other humans. It's really quite sad. But if you have like an issue with cats and dogs, to me, like cats, dogs, children, things that cannot defend themselves and things that are completely vulnerable, creatures that are vulnerable, and kids, if you don't stick up for them, or if you don't like do what's right for them or with them, then there's something seriously wrong with you as a human being. And I'd rather you not be here. Nothing personal, but I just would rather you not be here. And create like a island or something for all of those people who don't care about animals, who don't care about other people. Just drop them off on that island and let them fend for themselves. Sorry, YouTube, if you don't like that, but that's how I feel on that. And I'm sure I'm not the only one. Those new to the live here, this is Max. He's about 9 years old or so. He's just doing a bit of a grooming session at the moment. I do these for an hour, these lives, so in about 8 minutes or so, I am going to end this stream. My hour will be up in about 8 minutes or so. Baylor G, best vid ever. I appreciate the enthusiasm there, friend. I will have to humbly say I don't think it's the best video ever, but I appreciate the comment. Do you have any cats or dogs? Particularly cats, even though I am talking about dogs at the moment. And the biggest thing is the law in the favor of street dogs. You think this kitty looks like Maxwell, Baylor? I've heard that before. I have definitely heard that before. I know Maxwell is that famous internet kitty. I'm familiar with that cat. You have two kitties? What are their names, Baylor? Two cats or two dogs or a combination? Oh, Max, you are busy there. Kind of cutting your nails a little bit, huh? And also, Baylor, just a heads up too. I am terrible sometimes when it comes to saying certain words or talking, pronunciating. So just a heads up. So if I screw the names up, I apologize in advance. But I'm just letting you know. All right. So Midna and Miafa. I probably butchered both those names. Like I said, apologize in advance. But those are definitely unique names. Are they cats? Machiku, Anu, the eagles come daily in the evening to take their food. I feel so proud because my animals love me so much. Yeah, Anu, you have that eagle that's kind of like a friend, isn't it? You saved, I think, at one point in time, and it still comes back to you and kind of says hello. Is that correct, Anu? Let me know in chat. Okay, I got about 5 minutes left here. I'm gonna leave the closet and we're gonna go downstairs and we're gonna hang out with Rosemary, our special needs kitty, for a little bit, and then we're gonna start wrapping this up. So, bye, Max. Hi, honey. You be a good boy. I know, Max, and it's. I know. I got the first one right and the second one not. Okay. Well, hey, 50-50. I'll take 50%.
both are kitties. She may want outside, but she ain't going outside. So this is the last of the last kitty we'll show. This is Rosemary. Rosemary is deaf. Rosemary is about 16 or 17. Rosemary has thyroid disease, so she has a medication that helps to mostly control her overactive thyroid, which basically means she sometimes feels hungry or is hungry a lot, and she has to eat, but doesn't necessarily gain any weight. As you can see, looking at her, she's a skinnier kitty. She's about 5.5 pounds or so. Yes, Bruce, she is a little bit more talkative tonight. Sometimes she is, sometimes she isn't. Sometimes she's just sleeping. Hi, honey. Yes, Anu, Rosemary is deaf. We don't know if she was born deaf or if she became deaf due to age, perhaps, or maybe a condition. I'm not sure. I think it's more likely she probably developed deafness as she aged. Because there's a certain type of kitty that usually is like the white cats, like the pure white cats. Not always, but usually the pure white cats that have like one green eye and one blue eye that tend to be deaf, born deaf, something in the genes. But again, not always. Those of you who like Pepsi, I got Pepsi over there. Anu, you're an angel dad because we try our best to take care of our brood, our clan, our group, Anu. It definitely has its ups and its downs, its rewards and its challenges for sure. We always talk about, not trying to get too high of a numbers, and, when some of these older ones, the camera's getting a little fuzzy there, let me try to clear it up. Some of these older ones pass on, are we going to, kind of stock back up, if you will, and kind of regroup or kind of up the numbers again? We're like, I don't. Oh, I know, but I can still say goodbye to 2 people. All right, I'm back momentarily. Unfortunately, I had to charge this phone real quickly because this phone was dying. Because my battery is going bad, and just everything is dying quickly. So I'm going to keep this very brief before I end, because it might shut off again. So I'm just going to start saying my goodbyes to everybody who made it in this live. I appreciate it. So Anu, if you're still in here, Bruce, Newt, Tranquil, if you still happen to be on here, and everybody else who popped on and popped off, I'm going to start to stop. I'm going to start to stop. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? I'm going to end this live stream. So I appreciate y'all coming in. I will be back on here again tomorrow, 7 o'clock, same time, same day, same everything. I'll just leave a few more seconds of Rosemary. She might pop into her sink. She might not. But I wish you all a good rest of your day or night, depending on where you live. Take care. God bless. Hug a kitty if you have a kitty. And let me just check one thing. And that's it. All right. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.